Alright guys, welcome back to the Frugal Homestead. So in our last homestead vlog, you saw we got 8 inches of snow. Couldn't really do much work outside, so we were working inside on painting the apartment. Got it all primed, got it ready for paint. Now I was going to set out to start today by going out there and putting on the first coat, but a problem. We just had another 3 inches of snow drop last night, and then they're forecasting that we're going to have another inch with ice coming Saturday, and then at time of filming this, Monday after, we're supposed to get another storm coming in. So now I have to shovel out in order to make sure it doesn't all pack down and become a problem. I also have to try and get some of it off the solar panels because it's starting to really build up. I mean, if you look behind me here, this was all dry, clean ground, and now it's all snow covered again. So I need to go ahead, get the shovel, and at least get this area here we have to walk in order to go out to the wood burner, a path back to the wood burner building, a path to the apartment, and this area here so it doesn't get packed down, because with an ice storm coming, you don't want to have an inch of ice fall on top of this much snow because it will never melt. It will be terrible. So we're gonna go ahead and get this all shoveled off, cleaned off, and then we'll get out to the apartment and get to painting some today. It's gonna be one of them long days. I'll try and keep this video as short as possible, but yet still bring you guys what's going on here on the homestead today. Alright guys, so I've got the main drive area here all cleaned up. Now this is just the area that I try and keep cleaned. It makes it easy for my wife to get up in the morning, come out, get in my truck right now because she's driving it, and be able to get out of here without being like a foot deep in snow, because she's like only like 5 foot some, so you know, a foot of snow is a lot to her. So this is a start. If you can tell, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, it is snowing again, which is why I didn't go overly crazy trying to scrape every little bit up, because I'll be out here doing it again tonight. But it's time to go get a warm cup of coffee, take a few minutes, get changed into different clothes so I can go out and work, that way I'm not sweating to death, and we'll get to painting, which hopefully will be a lot warmer job. Okay guys, so we're out here in the apartment, gonna get started painting here. I did run through and do a scratch coat yesterday on the tops of the walls, cutting it with this cheap semi-gloss paint we're using. Normally we don't use semi-gloss, we usually use satin finish, and we use the Sahara Sand, which is an off-the-shelf color at Walmart, made by Color Place. It's cheap. Since we use it everywhere, we always have it on hand, generally. But with things the way they are now, everybody's trying to do little fix-ups at home while they're stuck inside. So all we can get was semi-gloss, so that's what we're gonna use. Now basically I wanna get one coat on this thing and a cut, let it fully dry, then come back in and put the second coat on, and hopefully that'll be good enough. Now, with the temperatures the way they are outside, it's only 19 degrees right now and it's not going any higher. I have a kerosene heater on in here, and I also will be kicking the electric wall heater on and off. I'm trying not to run it too much because it actually does use a lot of power. But the problem is, normally the top 3/4 of the room dries real well and fast, the bottom doesn't. So I may need to let it sit overnight, but let's get started. Let's get some paint on these walls because I'm ready to see it nice and freshened up. Alright guys, so as you can see, the difference is night and day. I mean, it's starting to really take shape in here just because of having a splash of color on the walls. That said, it is fighting me a little bit because of the moisture in the air. Semi-glosses and moisture don't get along well, but you do the best you can in the conditions you work in. Now, I'm going to have to go back in here and do a whole bunch of cutting in this kitchen. It's going to be a giant pain. I'm not going to make you guys sit there and watch it. That said, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish this coat and then let it dry, come back and I'll second coat it, and then I'll bring you guys back to do kind of a walkthrough and see how it all turned out. And then we'll talk about the next steps in getting this apartment all set up. So let me get to work. I'll bring you guys back. And we're done. So the entire thing has been second coated. Most of it's starting to color fast up. It's not quite dry. The moisture is really heavy in here. It's only like maybe 17 degrees outside and the wind's blowing. So getting this place to dry out using kerosene and electric heat, not quite optimal, but you know, you do what you gotta do. That said, it is all finished. It is looking rather nice. Like I said, it's not fully dry, so it's not color fast. It does accent some bad spots in the old walls where we didn't hang drywall, but you know, you're gonna have that. It is an apartment, it is a rental. So you kind of have to let some things go, which is hard for me, which is why I'm painting this one by myself, because I'm taking a little bit extra time to kind of try and hide things as I go. Now, one thing I want to say is the kitchen is probably the biggest improvement. That area looks so much better. The grease that gets on the wall from cooking on that cooktop just made it look awful. I still have to paint the cabinets. We still have to paint all the trim. I have to set a bunch of trim. Gotta do build a step, do some flooring. I got lots of other things I gotta do out here. I'll try to do some videos to keep you guys updated, at least bring you guys in, let you see the finished product of it. But that said, I think it came out pretty good. I got no real complaints, and when there's over a foot of snow outside and it's like 13 to 17 degrees all day, to get something like this accomplished makes me feel good, makes me feel like I didn't waste the day. And with that said, if you like this video, please go down in the comments and tell me about it. Tell me what you think. If you think it sucks, it looks terrible, go ahead and tell me. I'm not trying to say this is some great thing. This is major budget rental, so take that with, you know, for what it is. It's not going to be perfect because it's cost effective. Now, if you haven't already, gone down, hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? take a moment, hit it, kick it, smash it, whatever you gotta do. Go down, hit that little bell so you get notified for all of our upcoming videos, as we've got a bunch of stuff jammed up in the pipeline that I need to edit, which is where I'm heading now, and I will get some more videos out to you guys. If you have a chance, hit the like button. It really helps out the channel, get put in front of more eyes so more people can see it, and we get more interaction that way. So until next time, we will see you guys later. I got paint tools to clean, I've got firewood to bring in, and everything else to do before my wife gets home. So I will see you in the next video.